Monday through Friday from 7 to 9. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do your dance like you Kairen Lacy. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle Co. from 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9, it's Tingle Co. From 7 to 9, when you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do your dance like you Kairen Lacy. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle Co. from 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9, it's Tingle Co. From 7 to 9, when you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do your dance like you Kairen Lacy. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle Co. from 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9, it's Tingle Co. From 7 to 9, when you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do your dance like you Kairen Lacy. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle Co. from 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9, it's Tingle Co. It's Tingle Co.
All right, good morning and welcome in here on this Monday morning after the long weekend after we took Friday off. Appreciate you guys joining us here on this Monday, getting the week started right. It might look a little different. Me, Lloyd, Christian's here, not in a chair. We don't have a chair yet for young C-Man, but we're working on it. We'll have one soon enough.
I have a mic, though.
He's got a mic, he's got headphones, and he's got a little table that he's sitting on. But that's it. We appreciate you guys getting in here this morning. But yeah, this is the new look. Shout out to our friends here at Southern Regional Medical Center, Charles, not Charlie, Charles Harvey, and Jason Ramazan, as they are our studio sponsor. And I think they're going to be working on some content of their own. But we have shifted over and moved our stuff into this beautiful facility, and we are still working on getting the room done. We are not fully finished. This is not the finished product, but we are operational. We are operational. We need to make sure we got it up and running for you guys on a Monday morning. But over the remaining, I guess probably just week, we should get this further along, more things on the wall. There's some other things we've got going on, but we appreciate you guys and what you mean to us and sticking with us here this morning. Got the Pat Pete jersey behind my head. Feeling good here on this Monday morning. Lloyd, Christian, how are we doing?
Lloyd, you want to go first?
Sure. Talking to the microphone. I'm great, boys. I don't have anything behind me yet either, so it looks like I'm in an insane asylum.
I looked at it this morning.
We sacrificed the Peterson jersey for the good of the studio, as I just pretended like it was mine as soon as I saw it. I was like, oh, that's going to be mine. And then we need something for the actual set. And I was like, well, that would be a great addition. So giving Pat Pete the love he deserves.
Yes.
I will take that for the team.
Soon enough, we'll have something behind Lloyd's head so he doesn't look like a crazy person.
Jail.
Because I looked at it this morning when I fired the computer up, and I saw Lloyd's webcam, and I was like, it is kind of bare behind you. But good morning to all of you, Christian.
I should put a mattress.
I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Lloyd, we should get you a autographed picture of Holly Rowe.
You're not plugged in? Plug yourself in a little bit more.
It might be, we might have to change one of these. It might be that one in the corner. Because there were two different ones to choose from.
You have a little Russian roulette?
Yep. We tried. But Christian will get on the mic soon enough, young buck. But good morning to all of you. Appreciate you guys getting in here and joining us on this Monday morning. Cordell, Lloyd, your background is depressing. Soon enough it won't be.
Right.
Lloyd is currently also on a fold-out table. We are waiting on his desk to arrive. Once we get that set up, we'll get his setup set up. We'll be good to go. But we appreciate our friends here at Southern Regional Medical Center. Like I said, Charles Harvey, Jason Ramazan, Kevin Harvey, been a huge help. The vice president here at Southern Regional. He is
thank God.
He's more than just a VP. You would think he's been in IT forever.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The ins and outs. He's helped us a good bit. Shout out to our guy Mike helping us out as well. And we appreciate all of you for helping us get here to our Southern Regional Medical Center studio on this Monday morning.
Feels like home.
It does. It does feel like home.
It's like this is the last one.
That is the plan.
That's the plan.
For sure. It does. That 100%.
That's right.
Is he on that mic now?
No.
No, it's okay. But also, it is game week. We have returned to LSU football game week as the Tigers will face the Gamecocks here to kick off Cocktober on Saturday night in Death Valley. I think 6:45 p.m. is the kickoff time. And LSU comes in favored by 9.5 points via FanDuel. That's where the line opened up for the Tigers, favored by right around 10 points, which I guess caught me off guard a little. I figured LSU would be favored with it being a home game, but 9.5 points is much more than I anticipated, because I did not see that coming with the way the energy around LSU currently feels. 9.5 felt like a bunch of points for a matchup against South Carolina, who is also sputtering down the last couple of weeks. But over the weekend, LSU jumps up to number 11 in the AP poll, 2 spots from their original 13th ranking after the Ole Miss loss, after a couple of top 10 upsets. And I believe Brian Kelly will have his game week press conference today at around noon, and we'll hear from the head man and his thoughts as LSU is headed into a big-time matchup after the bye week. But the Tigers are number 11, and that has a lot to do with the fact that UCLA upset Penn State 42-37. Did anybody see that coming, Lloyd? Little Penn State upset via UCLA.
Oh, I needed that. Like I needed air. Because, I mean, LSU has been I guess it went from one of what could be the number one team ranked number one ranked team in the country to,
right.
Oh, God, they're not good at all. And then I was over here still dancing on the grave of Penn State. I was like, wait till they have to play somebody that's not Villanova or another basketball school.
Right.
And then they finally get a
0-4 UCLA team.
That was unbelievable. Like 2 claps for Neuheisel. That was awesome to watch his dad watch him coach. He's like, cool. I don't even know how to work the headset. Like this was just some things like it just lines up the way that it's supposed to. First time calling plays. It was
2 days to prep.
It was unbelievable. And everything went right that could have been Penn State. I guess you could say a furious comeback, but well deserved. You can't keep now; they just can't be in.
Yeah, no, I mean it's and those are the type of things, and not to be an SEC biased show, but the way this Big Ten scheduling works, and you see all these cupcakes that are in conference games. It's nice when one of them comes up and bites a team that we really didn't think was all that good. And UCLA, shout out to the squad over there as they pulled it off. I mean, 2 days to prep for a top 5 team, top 10 team.
Oh, certainly
Penn State,
a team that has been vastly overrated and overranked, but still, I mean, UCLA. The talk was that they might not win a game this year,
right?
And
right.
then you see the head coaching change or the interim. I don't even know what it was. Was he the offensive coordinator? I don't even know if they gave him the interim tag.
No, I don't know what the full rundown is.
But he's the head coach now.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty impressive seeing that game and the way. I mean, Nico looked like a completely different player. Like he looked like the 5-star quarterback UCLA probably anticipated that they were getting. So shout out to UCLA pulling that off, along with another upset as Florida upsets Texas 29-21. The Gators looked like they found a little bit of life after their bye week and took down the top 10 Longhorns in the Swamp, which looked like it was rocking for a team that was sputtering 1-3 through the start of the season with losses to LSU, USF, Miami. They were 1-3, didn't have much life, and the Swamp was jumping as the Gators upset Arch Manning and Texas. To me, it looked like they looked like almost a completely different offense. Like Lagway found a little bit of a rhythm. They got what's his name? Dallas Wilson, the freshman wide receiver, was back.
Cool.
And he was probably a welcomed addition for Billy Napier and his staff. And Florida handled business. And
it looked like. First of all, was it just me, or was that grass like the greenest grass you've ever seen?
It looked excellent.
It looked unbelievable.
It looked outstanding.
I get Rebecca's brother lives in Gainesville, and he's like a herbologist or whatever, like totally off the reservation, super smart. And I texted him, I was like, what do y'all have on the grass over there? Like, give me a sample of that, because Tiger Stadium at this point of the year kind of dies.
Right.
And then to see that, it looked like it was like the Sodfather had done Gainesville's turf.
It looked excellent.
It was unbelievably green. And so I guess there's something in the water at Gainesville. And did it not look like that maybe it helps to practice?
Right, yeah.
If you're TJ Lagway, it's the longest he's practiced his entire career.
And that's something that we'll definitely touch on as this morning rolls on. Bama also handles Vanderbilt in what looks like a bigger score difference than it was, 30-14. I thought Vanderbilt put together a valiant effort in that football game. They looked good. They were physical. and they were right in it up until halftime. The second half is when Bama made some adjustments, turned it on, and Vandy wasn't able to find pay dirt at all. I think they had 14 at half and ended the game with 14 points. They were shut out in the second half by Alabama, who looks like they found life 100% after the Florida State loss to start the year. And so Bama takes care of business at home against Vandy, and then Miami does the same against Florida State in another game where the final score is much closer than really the game was in totality. It was 28-22 was the final, but Miami was ahead the entire matchup, and they take down Florida State, who now has 2 losses after starting, I think, 4-0. They have now 3-0. They started off undefeated. They lost their last 2 games to Virginia and Miami as they've started to. Bama and Florida State have completely turned tables and gone different directions after that Week 1 matchup. In the SEC, UGA Georgia clobbered Kentucky 35-14, even though their offense didn't look all that crisp. And A&M battled through a rough start to get a 31-9 win over Mississippi State, who's been pretty impressive to me up to this point. The Bulldogs under Levy have looked pretty good. But I want to start it off with this. Obviously, there was some news that came out on the latter end of the week, and it was from Kairen Lacy's attorney. First off, the attorney himself, Mr. Ori, deserves 2 claps for the excellent work he did, and the fact that when he stood up there at Kairen's funeral and he said, "I got you, dog," and he did not let that promise falter. He 1,000% stepped up for his client with really no reason to other than the fact that he cared about Kairen. That's a testament to the light that Kairen Lacy is still to this day, and the impact he obviously had on his lawyer, and that deserves 2 claps. Ready? Great job. I mean, just a heartwarming decision to continue to push for his client, for Kairen Lacy, and then that turns into kind of an anger, definitely a sadness. As it broke my heart when I looked at it on Friday, man, when the news came out, this 40-minute long-form interview with Kairen's attorney that released some of the video from the situation. As Lloyd's going to pull some of it up, you can see the actual crash itself, where Kairen was located, and man, it really upset me when I saw it, man, because it really puts into perspective that entire situation, and in turn, from being upset with sadness, it turned into anger because it was an absolutely disgusting turn of events and the way it was handled by those in power. Here is the video itself.
And there's Kairen.
Just
not involved in the least.
No, I mean it's just that's the part that really breaks your heart, and then you get angry thinking about this, and that anger only grows when you see the next video where there's the interaction between the officer and the bystander, which was a gold truck, I believe, that was in front of vehicle number 2, that was a part of the wreck, and also Mr. Hall, who also passed away. It's heartbreaking for them as well, and that family. But the video of the officer, Lloyd, let me know when that's ready to run, is the part that really, really will burn you up a little bit, because it's frustrating, it's angering, and really it's sickening to listen to that video and to see how the events have panned out since this situation. So,
all right, it's age restricted, so I had to log into Twitter.
That's all right.
I got it now.
But yeah, here is the video of the I believe it was a state trooper, but just the officer in general talking to the witness, the bystander, and getting his statement.
Yeah, I can't play it. It won't let me play it anymore.
That's all right. And
you have to be 18 or over. Can't make any promises to who's watching and who's not.
If you see, if you go to Twitter, you can see that video It's frustrating, man. It's angering. Obviously, the officer goes up to get the statement, and when you listen to it, you can hear the bystanders say, I didn't have to slam on my brakes. I didn't even leave skid marks. I would go fast. And the black box confirmed that, as I believe he was going 28, 29 miles per hour at the time. He says the girl behind me is the one that caused the crash. She swerved around the truck and was in the head-on collision.
And the officer is very much advocating for him to make sure he mentions that the green Charger is the reason why he slammed on his brakes. And he's like, that car didn't have anything to do with me. Like, I didn't slam on anything.
Right. He was going 28 miles per hour.
And then you get the statement that comes out. He's basically trying to coerce a statement into including the green Charger. The man doesn't want to, I guess, comply with what the officer is asking, and then ends up being forced a statement, as you can see what the statement ends up being, and to the point where the man's like, these aren't any of my words, so he doesn't sign the statement at all. So it's now no longer valid, but it was used and able to obtain an arrest warrant.
Right. And so it's just, it's sickening, man. I legitimately...
I just don't get it.
I put the tweet out on the day, and it wasn't just words I was putting out. I was legitimately sick to my stomach watching that interview, the entire 40-minute interview with Lacy's attorney, Mr. Ori, because it was just it was absolutely heartbreaking to see that situation, and obviously what it turned into, which was was the passing of Kairen, and it's just heartbreaking that he was failed in that way when he deserved just so much better, man. And so I advocate and I suggest that we all keep the Lacy family, the Hall family as well, but Kairen Lacy's family in our thoughts and prayers, because as much as this can bring the confirmation of, I knew Kairen wasn't the reason. I knew Kairen wouldn't do that and cause that. It doesn't bring him back, and if anything, it can also add more frustration and sadness to that situation, as we've all felt. But I know the family obviously feels it tenfold, and so I advocate to keep them in your prayers, and all those affected, because it's just a heartbreaking situation, and it really is angering, and I hope those that failed Kairen and his family are held accountable, because it's absolutely disgusting the way he was failed, and the way that situation's panned out, and the fact that now, months down the line, we're seeing this video that blatantly shows us the opposite of what was reported. And one of the things that I want to make sure we remind all of ourselves is the tab of innocent until proven guilty, because it's something we can all fall victim to. When you see reports and you see things that you're not personally attached to, I think with us, we all have an attachment to Kairen, and so it was somewhat of like, no, I know Kairen could, and so it's much easier to see it as innocent till proven guilty when you care about the person in the situation. But the judicial system cannot work if we do not use the innocent until proven guilty mindset, because when news outlets and social media talking heads and sports, whatever you want to call them, run with a report and bash a young man the way they did Kairen before any true reports were brought out, man, is heartbreaking. And as much as the people, the system and the people that whether it was the troopers or whoever it was, the officers involved need to be held accountable. It's also a wake-up call for everyone with social media, to not use it in such a slanderous and dangerous way, because it is innocent until proven guilty, and it's that way for a reason. And this is exactly why. And so I pray for the Lacy family and all of those affected by the situation, and I also hope that justice is served, because it's 1,000% deserved. I mean, I don't know how you can look at those videos, whether it's the car video or the witness statement video, and not be full of anger and at this entire situation. And so prayers for the Lacy family as they go through this. I know as much as it can be fulfilling to see that your son and your loved one was not this person that the media laid them out to be, it doesn't bring him back. And that's the one of the hardest parts. So continue to lift them up in prayer. And we will take a quick break here, reset the set, and dive into this Monday morning show.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Branding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez. Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff, where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or a storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
I bet it's the frame rate.
Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Branning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Branding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez. Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff, where everyone is family.
No, I lost. What are they saying in the chat? Oh, God.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Branding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez. Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff, where everyone is family.
Oh, I thought they were muted.
Only him.
Do we need to pick up the frame rate?
Alright, I just upped it.
All right, welcome back. Even though it really wasn't that much of a break, since Christian wanted to get the giggles over there.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. He's like a kid in church.
I said, hey, Christian, the mic's hot. Guess what? Shh. And Christian just laughed for a minute straight.
I just wasn't expecting to open the chat and read exactly what I had been saying during the break. Lord of mercy, thank God I watched my mouth.
Yeah, thank you.
I could have been bad.
Thank the Lord. Because it could have been much worse knowing the things Christian
is
usually
capable
says. So I appreciate you guys sticking through the break there. Don't forget, every single day we're brought to you by AJ Sports Cards right there on Drusilla Lane 3348. Drusilla Lane is the address for AJ Sports Cards. Follow them on Instagram at AJ Sports Cards 225BR and Facebook. AJ Sports Cards is the name. Go over there, give them a follow. We appreciate everything they do here for us at Tingle Co. And also shout out to the studio sponsor once again, Southern Regional Medical Center. A great I'm not going to call it venue, office they have, and they've given us the opportunity to use this space, and it's been fun. It's been a fun process getting it all set up, and we're still not finished. We will have much more on the walls and look a little bit better as the week goes on. But we appreciate you guys. I'm going to dive into the show this morning. I want to start back with the Florida upset of Texas A&M. I mean, not Texas A&M, just Texas. 29-21, the Gators win over the Longhorns, when really, in my opinion, the score was it wasn't as close as the final says. Like I said, with Bama and how it looks worse than it really was. In Miami, that game looks closer than it ever was. I felt the same way with Florida and Texas, as Florida was in complete control of that football game. And that brought me to wanting to pose the question. The bye week Florida had last week, and they turned the page this week and they beat a Texas team who, granted, not as good as they've been made out to be, but that defense is legit. I think a lot of their issues have been offensively with their quarterback and Arch. But that defense is still legit, and you saw a Florida team that came in. DJ Lagway looked much improved after the bye week. And the offense looked completely different than it's looked all year. And I guess that made me want to pose the question of, do you see that being something, Lloyd, Christian, chat, that LSU could do, seeing the way Florida looked after an open date going into a big-time home matchup with Texas, and the fact that it looked like their offense was night and day to what it was prior, and now LSU is in a similar position where obviously not playing, I think, as tough as an opponent as Florida was in South Carolina, but needing to get healthy, needing to get the offense on track, and having the opportunity to do that with a bye week. Do you see that being something LSU can make happen?
I think more than just the Texas and Florida game you can look at. I think some other games across the country had me feeling a little bit better about LSU, because you saw teams like, I know I say Penn State, but Penn State and just some others that struggled a lot on offense or struggled as a team that looked weaker than what their ranking says. I also think that, Florida's offense did look better, but again, Lagway tried selling the game again. So I think in a certain sense LSU could honestly do better than Florida if they get a healthy Nussmeier back, if the run game is a little bit better than what it was against Ole Miss. But yeah, I'm after last week as a whole, not even just the Texas-Florida game, I'm more confident in LSU.
Yeah. Lloyd?
I mean, I think it's contingent on one thing, right?
Yeah.
It would be Nussmeier's health. And I don't know how much that bye week is going to be able to help him or hurt him, or if he's going to stay the same. I would imagine he gets healthier, but it was kind of the same situation when you went into the Southeastern game where it's like, I can see it 1 week, I need to see it for the entire year.
Yeah.
And so even to have go up against a not very good South Carolina football team that is the only team in the SEC that's worse at running the football than you are.
Right.
And which is an astounding thing to say, but that's what there's so many things that need to get corrected on LSU's front that I don't know how much you can really fix in a bye week, but it did come, but you can't argue that it didn't come at the right time.
Right.
Like LSU has to get healthy first of all, has to fix it or find some semblance of a run game, and then get a quarterback that's healthy and come up with a offensive game plan that has some way to utilize all the weapons you have.
Yeah.
You would look more like – I feel like you looked more like Texas than anything. And now does that mean the Florida win's good?
And that's the question now. Clemson wins, Florida wins. That helps LSU out a bit. But, yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I think there are a lot of things that need to be fixed. The good thing is they don't all need to be fixed for Saturday. Like, I think we've put a lot of pressure on Saturday. But every issue does need to be solved for Saturday. It's just at least show me a structure of the fact that you are trying to solve them, really. But, yeah.
What does that look like to you?
A different scheme game, like an offense that looks different, whether it's a commitment to the run game, just the run game looking different rather than a zone read type offense, running power, getting in single back, getting in I form, getting in the power I, all of those things. Show me something different. A healthy Nuss to me is probably number one. I think it will be for most. And like I said, I don't know if it'll ever be 100%. But at least something more along the lines of what you saw against Southeastern, and that being something that can continue on.
Do you know how many times LSU's run power this year? I was listening to Hester talk about that. Zero.
Yeah, and that's my aspect of, I guess, where my frustration comes in is the fact that we sat here all year long last year having this conversation, right, about the zone read handoffs and the fact that you're handing it off out of the shotgun, something that really involves a quarterback that needs to pull it and run, and that's just not Garrett Nussmeier, and you haven't adjusted to that. And we're sitting here a year later still having that conversation. And so with having the open week and essentially 13 days to prepare for this game, I would like to see something that's not a shotgun zone read handoff. Or, and it feels like every time Xavion goes in motion into the backfield, you're handing it to him. If he goes in motion across the line of scrimmage, you're handing it off to somebody else, whichever running back is in the game. Or every time you get into pistol, I would love to see the percentage on things you do out of pistol, because I would assume it's probably 95% run. Like when they get into pistol formation, when the back gets motioned behind Nussmeier, I feel like 95% of the time they hand that football off. And so doing something that looks different. So really for me going into Saturday, I would like to see Nussmeier look more crisp and not just the shell of himself that he was against Ole Miss. But what I want to see is some semblance of we are trying to adjust. We are trying to do something different. Because what I will not be happy with is if I see the same game plan rolled out against another team after it came up and it bit you in the tail against Ole Miss. So show me that you took the time in the open date to, one, get healthy, and two, figure out how to solve your problems. Whether that's just committing to the run game, doing something that's not a zone read or motion pistol handoff. Get something going. Allow your offensive linemen to not have to guess RPO, zone read, this, that, or the other. Just let them try and shove the guy in front of them.
Do you put this question on the poll? Because I do think that there's been the pendulum has swung to the other side for some of the fan base where they would rather see MVB and rather see Van Buren than see Nuss. If it's a healthy Nussmeier, or are you just over it at this point? You want to see something else?
No, I'm still in the Nussmeier camp, and I know that it's probably pretty lonely here. Now, he's got a leash, 100%. Like I'm in the camp of Nussmeier starts on Saturday and should. But if he's not healthy, if he can't make the throws, or he makes a boneheaded mistake, you've got to make a change. And so,
if he makes a bonehead, what does that mean? If he throws a bad turnover?
If you drive down the field and he does,
he's not going to get pulled.
Huh?
He's not going to get pulled.
No, I'm not saying what's going to happen. I'm saying what I would like to happen.
You want to punish him for that if he's healthy, and he makes a mistake? You could I don't think that's why he's been.
No, I'm saying it was grouped together where if he is not crisp and he can't make the throws and he's making the boneheaded mistakes, because you saw against Clemson, he was not healthy, he was not crisp, but he didn't make the mistakes. So if he's not healthy, he's not crisp, and he is making those mistakes, then he should be gone. He should be pulled, not gone. He should be pulled.
Because I think that at this juncture, Brian Kelly is all in on Nuss. Like, he would have backed down by now.
Right.
So I don't think you'll ever see Martin Van Buren, Michael Van Buren, the Prez, as it were, because it feels like he's too far. He's explained this thing for far too long to be able to go, you know what, actually, I'm going to start the other guy.
Yeah, no.
He had the opportunity to do that. He's not going to now.
I agree. But I'm in the camp of Nussmeier should start on Saturday. If he is clearly not healthy, then he should take a seat. And it should be something different.
What are the chances you see Van Buren? 0?
I wouldn't say 0, but less than 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, he took a good bit of first-team reps. I don't know what they saw during the week, how good he maybe looked. So I definitely don't think it's 0, but it's less than 10. I think, like you said, and like others have said in the chat, it's too. You've rode this train for so long already. You know what I mean? Like you've been on the Nuss bus up to this point. Why? It would be very surprising to see something change.
Do you put any credence into the Scarborough article?
Yeah. Now, I disagree with the fact of saying he's been healthy for a while and he's not injured. My eyes tell me something completely different.
Right.
I've seen guys that have been away from the game for a long time that can still sling it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not something that you just lose. Uncle Rico could still throw it over those mountains.
Right.
Way back when, like it's just something that's muscle memory that you are. And watching him throw the football, it's complete. He's like
he's laboring.
Yeah, like it's bad. And so 1,000% he is hurt, and there's an injury. He is not healthy, but I do put credence into the offseason. The reports you heard with Joe and with Jaden, you didn't really hear many of those with Nuss. You didn't hear about the 10,000 throws and the VR headset and those things that you not only heard about throughout the offseason, then you saw it come to fruition when the season started. And so, 1, we didn't hear that throughout the offseason, and 2, I'm not seeing anything on the field that's showing me otherwise. So I'm not going to completely say that I disagree with what was written and what was said, because I could see Nuss maybe not putting in the same amount of work and effort that you saw those 2 Heisman Trophy winners do. But I completely disagree that he's
healthy.
He's 100% healthy, because that's just I'm seeing it. You know what I mean? Like I am seeing a quarterback that is not physically the same. And I've seen people that are 10, 15 years removed from the sport that can still sling it. Like, I guarantee you, we'll give Mikey Matuk a football right now. Mm-hmm. He could probably still rip it.
Oh, yeah.
And he had, like, you can take one offseason not putting in as much hard work as maybe expected, but you don't lose it the way he has just off of not working. And so I'm not saying that he did put in the work this offseason. That's in no way what I'm saying, that I disagree that he didn't put in the immense amount of work. I just disagree that it's all because he's not – all because of that, and that he is healthy. Because my eyes are showing me something completely different.
It's just a crazy confluence of things where I don't think that's even – I don't think that article gets written if this isn't, I guess, what he's doing. Like, I put more in the stock of his health as opposed to not really doing the off-season work or whatever, but it was crazy to hear – first, him talk about, I don't get here until 9:15, kind of whenever I go. And then for Brian Kelly, like, we got him on the VR machine, and it made it seem like it was I don't know if it's the first time he's done it,
like it just
or if
started.
that was taken out of context.
The first time, but definitely
not Jaden.
Not
When you see the profound impact it had on Jaden Daniels and his career arc and his ability to play the position. It might be different for for other people, but it feels like it's something that definitely worked for Jaden Daniels to the point that the Commanders went and got one for him. Like, he demanded it.
Right.
And he's like, I want one of these. Like, okay, we're a professional franchise. We can get you one. And and then Nuss has that ability to use it. He's like, I'm not that interested. I'd rather play. I mean, is he in his mind like, there's no difference between this and CFP 26?
Maybe.
He loves that game.
He does. I've seen him. I've seen him play it a good bit.
I've seen him play that more than quarterback.
But yeah, no. I mean,
I've seen him run.
100%. But I could see the situation of, after throwing for 4,000 yards last year and being crowned the best returning quarterback, all these things, not putting in the same amount of effort as a Joe and a Jaden who didn't put together very good year ones. Like, Jaden accomplished a little bit. I mean, they both accomplished some good things in the start of their career. You know, Jaden with a win versus Alabama, Joe with a win versus Georgia. And so, but what you see with Jaden Daniels was a quarterback that wouldn't take risks down the football field, didn't trust himself, and then the VR or whatever over the offseason helped that completely change for the next year. And so for Nussmeier, I could see the situation of just thinking, you know what, I can skate by. I could see that. But I don't think it's a situation of he's just lost it and he's not healthy. Because that's just, to me, what my eyes are seeing is completely different than that.
Yeah, it's just...
I can agree that maybe he didn't put in the work, or that he didn't.
But that's what's also confounding, is because also he gets 18, and it feels like that's not what the number represents, right? It's somebody that does put in the work. And he looked skinnier going into, like, SEC media days. I thought he looked good. And they talked about that he has gotten up to, X amount of miles per hour outside. And he said he trained differently.
Right.
Like, all of these things, and everybody was putting stock into it. And now he loses a football game, hasn't played well. It's like, oh, he's fat.
Well, I mean,
I think that's just you. but I see it. I mean, you're not wrong.
To me, another thing is the fact of, we saw him at fall camp. He was a much better quarterback than he is right now.
And he was in different shape.
Yeah, not just that, but
I think they can go together, right? Like, you can get hurt and have a core / ab. I still don't understand what's the difference. It's not a core injury. It's an abdominal injury. I'm pretty sure the core is the core, brother.
Yeah,
but I digress. But he did look to be healthier. And then if that's an injury where he can't rotate and move and exercise, then that's how you get fat. And he did look a little more.
Hey, I mean,
a little more to love.
He got that. He's hitched.
Yeah,
got that ring on his finger.
So we think of the core in terms of
It's the wrong ring.
That's right.
It's the wrong ring. But yeah,
got Dunlap's disease.
But that's my thing, is looking at him in fall camp. Like, something changed between fall camp open practices and week 1. And so it's an aspect of, there's obviously something going on outside just not putting in the work, because I saw a quarterback in fall camp that was much better than the quarterback I'm seeing right now. So, but that brings me back to the conversation of, I'll go back to the Florida. DJ Lagway didn't practice in spring or fall, and you saw what happened when he got 2 full weeks of practice.
Mm-hmm.
Got to sit back and work and maybe get a little healthier, because there was the injury bug and this, that, and the other for him.
And Nuss didn't. Well, he wasn't supposed to practice. There's pictures out there of him practicing.
Well, it was a handoff.
I'm not doing that bit where it's like, oh my God.
Because I saw that everywhere, and I was like,
he still exists.
Are we doing this actually?
I don't think he's absolutely straining himself out there, but he's in a red non-contact jersey running he needs to practice that anyway.
They're handing the football off.
I mean,
I was more happy than anything to see 18 handed off.
But they need to work on that.
Please.
Jesus. But we saw him whenever so it could be the throwing program again, where we're back on, because that's another confounding part that happened, is that they let us see that, and they're not expecting to have to answer questions, because I guess it's taken. Is he doing the rehab? Okay, is that too far of a question to ask? Is he rehabbing the way he's supposed to? Because Brian Kelly's like, this is taking longer than it should, is essentially what he's telling me.
Right. No.
What else do you have to do? I don't think he wants to be here.
It really is a mess, man. And that's my biggest hope for Saturday.
He needs a win.
Is that it can just get at least cleared up a little bit. Just please cleared up just a tad. A little, if the window is dirty, a little bit of glass cleaner, wipe it off just a little. It doesn't have to be transparent, but just clean up the mess a little. Just at least give me a walking path in your room so that I can walk. Because right now it's a mess, man, a mess. Fatboy Slim, let's just stop talking about it because come Saturday we're going to see the same old crap going forward, and LSU will miss the playoffs with all this talent.
I mean, if it looks totally different. That would be the most LSU thing to happen.
That
would
be
the
most.
most.
Stop talking about it. What else are we going to talk about? What else are we going to talk about?
Hey, you know what? Pack it in, boys.
All right, well, baseball season, right, guys? February, right?
6
We're
weeks
kicking it
away.
off. I heard they have a new guy.
What do you think about the Pelicans, Chris?
Oh God, yeah.
Drinking the Kool-Aid?
The Kool-Aid of the Pelicans or the Kool-Aid McKinstry?
The Pelicans.
Well, both. Yeah. Well.
We're not doing that.
Yeah,
no, I don't
we're just
care.
messing with
Oh,
her.
yeah.
But yeah,
he really was going to formulate
Well,
that's a post 8:30 conversation.
But I mean, I do think it's interesting because, if it's Brian Kelly doing thinly veiled things about why is this taking so long? Is that a shot? I haven't really read it like that, but now I can look at it that way because it does feel interesting about.
I mean, possibly. Like we've said it many times that Kelly is a very he's usually a pretty calculated guy in press conferences, whether you agree with it or not. Very rarely is he not calculated, which is why I think the rant post Florida caught so many people off guard.
Spoiled.
Was because that was clearly not a calculated move. And so he usually is calculated, and a lot of good coaches are. Not saying BK is a good coach, but how many times have you seen Saban go up to the podium and say something that was clearly targeted to a player in a press conference?
Or just his team.
Right.
Not a media member. But, I mean, Saban has had his qualms with the media and has been outspoken and had, 8-minute diatribes about
right.
what, the state of college football and how his program's treated this, that, and the other. But that was an interesting time to do that because I thought he expected to get flowers.
Right.
And
right.
he had yet to receive them. And so then he gets questioned again. And now in a loss, would you not expect the same thing? Would you not, where was that question?
No.
Where's your run game, Brian?
Yeah, I mean, that's all I could think about when I listened to that press conference last Wednesday. Was there were no questions that really were trying to dig, and I think a lot of that can be associated with the fact that it was handled the way it was after Florida. And so when I sit back and I think about the current situation for LSU football, I just look at Saturday, and Saturday holds so much more of an importance than I really anticipated going into the season. I knew South Carolina was going to be a big game. I anticipated maybe game day, this, that, the other. Obviously, it is not going to be that. I thought, after the Ole Miss loss, maybe the South Carolina game would be at 11 a.m. But looking at this current situation, this Saturday holds so much importance because you just want to see something different. And I don't know specifically, and I'll ask the chat, what would you guys like to see on Saturday against South Carolina in Death Valley? I know obviously a healthy Nuss will be number one. Maybe some of you guys' thoughts will be Van Buren specifically. I'd like to see the run game look different, and it's just there's so much pressure getting put on this Saturday just on LSU. It has nothing to do with really a win and a loss. I mean, they come in as 9.5-point favorites. Obviously, you want to see a win, but a win right now isn't good enough. And Matthew Conkle says just win, and I appreciate that truly. Because with the current standing of the fan base, I don't know if a win is enough. If you go in and you beat South Carolina the same way you beat Florida, that's not going to be enough with where this is currently sitting. What you want to see is improvements upon the O-line, maybe here and there, a commitment to the run game. Sabrion Durham getting 15 to 20 touches. Krim M starts with the O-line. I'm with that. Brian Burgess, I'd like to see the O-line run block and the running game become average. BD at RPO when the QB pulls the ball, that feels like you would be expecting Van Buren to be in the game because we know 18's not pulling it. Obviously, a healthy Nussmeier as your starter is going to be number one. But after that, there's just so many things you'd like to see solved. And it puts an unrealistic amount of pressure on Saturday. And so I think if we can all get in the mindset of it doesn't all need to be fixed for Saturday. It doesn't all need to be solved for South Carolina on Saturday. But what I saw over the weekend was a Georgia team who manhandled Kentucky the way they were supposed to without a very good offense. Like this Georgia offense isn't anything to write home about. But they're strong. They have that same intimidation factor. They're Georgia. They play like Georgia. They're strong. They're not going to get out physicaled. They are an impressive football program. Alabama very easily could be the hottest team in the country right now. And that's a team that's on your schedule. And so what you want to see is to hopefully get to that level, because what you've seen from Alabama since the Florida State loss, not to boost Hunter Hall's ego, but Bama's gotten back on track. They get a huge win over Georgia, and there was no hangover this weekend. And I agree with BD. I think I associate that, Gunner and Ty Simpson, those are quarterbacks that'll tuck it and run. Ty Simpson made countless plays using his legs. And that it is stressful watching a football game like that, knowing I'm not gonna get to experience that. And so seeing what some of these other teams look like, Texas A&M started off slow, they sputtered, and they found a way to be physical and grind their way to a victory. That's another quarterback that will obviously run the football.
They didn't even have to grind at the end, though.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the first half was a grind.
Yeah.
But then once they got through that,
they ran away with it.
You saw the talent and the physicality win out. And you've seen just teams that are physical, intimidating, and impressive. And that almost as much as right now, sitting after looking at Saturday, it feels like the country is almost wide open with some of these losses. It also adds pressure because you see teams that improve and are physical and are impressive up to this point. Georgia handled business. Bama handles business. Vanderbilt looked like a team that's on LSU's schedule that you're going to have to sit back and think about. They kept up with Bama the majority of that football game. They were physical.
I was watching that game trying to decide who I wanted to win. I was like, well, let's just
right.
play both.
And LSU's going to have to face both of those teams, and both of those teams were impressive in that game. And they are both on LSU's schedule in the coming weeks. LSU starts this month off against the Gamecocks in Cocktober. And really a month, when you look at it, Lloyd, you'd like to be 3-0 at the end of – like you'd like to go 3-0 in October with South Carolina, Vanderbilt, Texas A&M. Like, those are three SEC opponents. South Carolina, obviously your favorite, and that's at home. You like that. Vanderbilt and A&M. Will LSU be favored in those two games? I'm not sure. A lot depends on what happens on Saturday.
I wouldn't think so.
Because if you drop one in this month, you go into November where you've got to face Bama and Oklahoma.
With Mateer back.
Bama, who is a machine right now. So you would like to see on Saturday something move in the right direction. something looking like, hey, they worked on something this week, because that's my biggest fear, I think, is what Fat Boy Slim said. Sitting here on Monday or after the game on Saturday or at Pizza Byron's on Sunday saying, you know what?
They didn't get any better.
They didn't get any better. I didn't see anything change. And that is coaching malpractice. And I know right now coaching is not the calling card of LSU football. But if you can't do something to change, or at least show me you're trying to change,
well, how much better do you expect
in a 2-week span?
How much better do you expect to get whenever you can't? Your quarterback isn't healthy, your running back's not healthy, your offensive line gets concussed 20 minutes before a game. Like, they don't have the health part of it, and that's what the bye week was for. So I don't even know how much technically better you could have gotten when it comes to, hey, we need to work on this. It's like, we need to work on being healthy. Like, you need Braylon Moore to rest. You needed Garrett Nussmeier to rest. You needed Cade Durham to rest.
Right.
You needed literally the entire 3/5 of the offensive line has been hurt at some point this year.
Right. No, I mean, the health is the number one thing.
So you can't. I mean,
if
they are better because they're healthy, then yeah. But I don't know what they exactly worked on.
I don't think it'll be a technique. It's more of Joe Sloan sitting back and adjusting the game plan.
Self-eval.
Like, what's been going on, or him and Brian Kelly having a kumbaya, figure it out, let's be friends, and not change plays or be this, that, or the other. Like, let's see something look different from the organization standpoint, not as much a technique thing. It would be nice for the technique on the offensive line to improve. And I think the quarterback's technique really mostly comes down to the fact that he's not healthy. The biggest thing for me is I would like for that soap opera that's going on between the three-headed monster of Brian Kelly, Joe Sloan, and Garrett Nussmeier to be somewhat figured out. And I don't know how much confidence I have in that. And that's where it just comes to, I hate being where we're at right now because it feels a lot like the offseason of what was our calling card of the offseason was what? I'll believe it when I see it. And it feels like LSU sitting at 4-1 is right back in that mindset.
It just has to be on a, I don't know. I mean, you would like to see Nuss healthy, absolutely. And I think that changes the dynamic of what you want to do offensively, right? Because then you can maybe take shots down the field. Then you can do different things in the run game. Then you can use the pass to open up the run. But at the fundamental level of this thing, your LSU football run game has been broken since Brian Kelly's been here.
Right.
If it wasn't for, and I think everybody knows this, if it wasn't for Jaden, yeah, you don't have a run game. Like, you really haven't been very good at running the football, and right now you're the second to worst team in the SEC at running the football. And with a limited quarterback and no run game, it feels like that's why everybody saw that Florida game, or did you just lose to?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss game, and goes, it's not the fact that you lost, it's how you lost.
Right.
Where it goes, oh, this is disgusting. Like, you can't do. And I would even say the same thing it was at a tipping point for Florida, then it slid down the mountain against Ole Miss. Because you got 4 extra chances on offense because of your defense, and you still only scored, 24 points? 19 points? What was it?
Against Florida?
Yeah.
20.
You scored 20.
13 offensively.
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean,
And so I think that's why Brian Kelly got the question after the Florida game was, what are you going to do about your run game? He's like, we just had a defense that turned it over, got 5 turnovers, 5 interceptions, and you had 6 interceptions on the year, which is tied for however many you had the entire year last year. So, yeah, I understand that he wants some positivity on that front, but also
you have 5 interceptions and 13 offensive points.
Right. And so at some point, like, that question was going to come. I still don't get the fact of it's not that he asked it, it's when he asked it, the first question. Like, oh, well, get over it. You're going to have to answer it at some point, and then you answer it the way that you do, and now you don't get the question again whenever it was begging to be asked.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I think that's the biggest issue with LSU right now is it's just so disjointed and disconnected everywhere, whether it's the fan base, whether it's the organization of the media, the football program, all of it. Like, is it we need BK to step in and take the sheet from Sloan, or we need BK to stop being a part of the play calls? Or is it Nussmeier needs to get healthy, or is it Joe Sloan is not scheming around his quarterback? Is it the commitment to the run game, or is it the fact that you can't run it? Is it like there's so many layers and so much?
And that's what I think is interesting. You mentioned the dichotomy of Joe Sloan and Brian Kelly. If there's ever a time for Brian Kelly to pick up the play sheet again, would it not be installed during the bye week?
Right, but is it also or is the problem the fact that he's too involved in what's going on right now? And that's the biggest thing looking at this weekend is what are truly the issues. The one we know is the fact that your quarterback is not healthy. On top of that, we know the offensive line is not good.
And the third thing, Mr. Cosby, is that you don't try to run the football. You just don't try to do it.
Right, and on top of that, you're not good at it.
Right.
But the bigger issue is that you don't
It's
try.
not even a threat. You can't tell me that at the fundamental basis of this whole thing is if you have 8 people dropping into coverage, like you have to be able to run the football. If you can't, keep trying.
What I'll ask you, Lloyd, and Christian, and the chat, watching college football this weekend, did it inspire more hope in you for LSU moving forward or less?
I mean, I guess the answer's sure, but
Oh, where'd you go?
I moved to the left just a bit.
The producer's got hard.
I mean, he's just all over the place. He's standing up, he's sitting down.
I'm either I'm either a foot over standing up or a foot over sitting down, and there's not much of a difference between me standing up and sitting down.
Well, you just saw that there was. You weren't even on the screen.
I mean, I don't have it pulled up. I don't.
Yeah.
Continue, Christian.
Anyway, I mean, sure, I guess it inspires more hope, sure, because the results this week were a bit weird and the offenses didn't look good around the SEC. But yeah, I'm still worried. You didn't see Ole Miss again this week. I would have liked to see Ole Miss against another team. But no, I don't think. Nothing matters unless Garrett Nussmeier's healthy.
But I guess you would say if you took and that's
now if you were to assume Garrett Nussmeier's healthy for next week and you saw this week, yeah, I'd be pretty confident. I would be.
Yeah.
I'd be a bit higher up.
So you're kind of on this tipping point of if Nussmeier's not healthy, you have no confidence.
It doesn't matter at all.
Okay.
It doesn't matter
I'm
what
with
we're
you.
looking
I'm
at.
with that, Lloyd.
Yeah, and I would imagine that because of who you played and you finally got some credence for your schedule. Florida was able to go out and get a win, like a very impressive win.
Yeah,
I
big
would
one.
say, Texas comes to their crib. Florida hasn't really been able to show anything this year. They've played tight football games but haven't really won. And now you see Florida kind of take it to Texas, and now that makes LSU's win more impressive because they beat that Florida team, right? And then you see Clemson go and score on the first. North Carolina's dog water.
Awful.
They scored on the first play of the game.
Could be worse.
Yeah,
That's unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
How are they so bad? What many say is the GOAT of NFL coaches.
Well, I think he is.
Man, I don't
and
think
it
he's
sucks,
very interested in this.
but He's completely ruining
might
that
get-
conversation. His inability to coach since a key player has left.
Yeah, they say old people become out of touch.
He's out of
Oh, he
I
has
mean,
to be out
Oh,
of
well, no,
like-
he's in touch with the youth actually.
yes, more than
well, sure, but not with men and a football team.
Fair enough.
And they were talking about Dabo and showed him before the game and him doing some sort of routine. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he was spreading something on the field, and then they smash cut to scene 1, play 1, touchdown. Like, Jesus Christ!
Right.
I didn't even get
Jump
to sit
there.
down. It was insane. And then
You're like, oh shit.
they had Belichick on game day, and he's talking to Nick Saban, and Nick Saban almost feels bad for him. It's like, what are you?
That was made me uncomfortable. That
whole interaction was terrible because
little Billy and Nicky.
they want to chop it up with him, and he's trying to have fun with it.
Right.
It's and Nick's looking at him why are you doing this?
Yeah, no, genuinely, that was 1,000%. When I was looking at Nick Saban, what was going through my brain, he's Nick feels bad for him.
You're
right now.
embarrassing yourself.
What are you doing?
I know
Bill,
you're better.
Bill, it was so good. Why did you? Nick knew. Hey, game's changed. I'm about to be awesome on this desk.
Right.
Bill, do what I'm doing. What are you doing?
Or just go away.
Sit right here.
But he thought if he thought that he was going to use this as an audition to get back into the NFL head coaching, it's going the wrong. You're going to coach way into high school coaching.
Right.
I don't know anybody. I don't know if there's a program in America that would hire him if he wasn't already hired at North Carolina. They're not going to fire him, but they couldn't be worse.
Yeah, no, it's bad. But continue on.
And he doesn't care.
No,
at
of
all.
course not. He's getting
North Carolina also didn't know what they had with Mac Brown. They never.
Well, they
should've
tried to
fired him.
almost do it again.
I know, but they never should have gotten rid of him because they were lucky enough. It's like the Ole Miss baseball Bianco deal. It's like if you lose Mike Bianco,
Who's
Ole
taking
Miss
that
baseball, you are never going to be good again.
And I mean, I think it was pretty obvious that Mac Brown was like out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't.
But it shows.
I mean, I'll probably get roasted for this. I never thought he was a good coach anyway. Like Vince Young won you
he was a good coach. I never thought he was a great coach.
No, I mean he won with Vince Young.
Right.
It's like Ed Orgeron. Of course he won. He had Joe Burrow.
Right.
You have the best quarterback at maybe of that generation.
Well, and
of that era.
And that shows you how
important the position is.
Because look at Bill. When Bill was regarded as the greatest coach of all time,
look who he had.
What was it really? It was the fact that he had Tom Brady calling the shots. Like Bill, he was a good defensive mind, and he could get the guys in the right spot and whatever. And he obviously had the respect of that locker room. Everybody's looking at 12, man.
But he also
still
was
are.
very good at getting the white boy to play receiver. That was an impressive skill. I mean, every single team had one white boy that could ball. Shout out to Bill for that.
There you go. But Lloyd, do you feel better or worse?
See, LSU needs a white wide receiver.
No, LSU doesn't. LSU
keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Skill positions are fine.
Yeah.
Leave that to Georgia.
Glad. But no, I think like if you look at what happened over the weekend, it was some confidence inspiring because it does feel like this thing's wide open. Right? But then the more you see, you see Georgia, their defense is so good.
Right, they're Georgia.
And it reminds me a little bit of LSU, where if they just get anything on offense, they're going to beat you. Like you're not if they're not giving up more than 14.
Right.
And LSU feels like it's kind of in that boat where they're not giving up more than 3 scores. They'll only give up 17 or 21.
Right.
So I know that the defense is good, and it's proven that you can win that way.
Yeah.
The only other team that I think is like far and away maybe the best team in the country right now is Oregon. Like they could, and that's
Miami. I think.
Miami can be up there.
Teetering on dominant as well. Like
yeah.
But then now they've taken their foot off the gas in 2 of their, like Florida State and Notre Dame. They kind of they
eased into it,
coasted
to victory.
They allowed the Florida State made it 28-22 when really it was a dominant game consistently. But it's crazy, and I think it adds to the pressure of this weekend.
I thought Bama was burning.
They're not. They look like
they're good.
They're very close to being the best team in the country.
Yep.
And Ty Simpson is playing like the best quarterback in the country right now. And so that's why I'm at this crossroads, similar to where Christian is, of this weekend's going to tell me if I feel good or not. Because right now, looking at the Alabama Vanderbilt game specifically, I saw 2 teams that looked physical, that have an identity, and that have 1,000% trust in the guy under center or in shotgun, wherever they line up now, and their quarterback. Vanderbilt is 1,000% Pavia. Alabama's 1,000% Simpson. And you see the identity on offense for both of those teams. And they're physical. Their defenses fly around and force turnovers. And so seeing that game, I was a little uneasy of LSU's got to face both of those teams. And at the current standing, I don't feel too good about that. But Saturday can shift my mindset a tad if it looks a specific way. And so looking at this week, I see both sides of the argument. The race is wide open in the SEC and in the college football as a whole, because you see upsets, you see teams that don't look crisp. You don't really see a dominant team. Oregon's looked good. Miami's looked good. Alabama's looked good, though Ohio State has continued to tread on. Those 4 teams, to me, are the best 4 teams in the country right now. And so there's still obviously a conversation for the other 8 spots in the playoff. And so that brings some confidence in LSU, but at the same time, looking at the way A&M won, the way Vanderbilt played, the way Bama won, even the way Georgia won, that will bring some pause because I haven't seen LSU be that physical or imposing the way those teams were.
I mean, you go around the country if you want to see where LSU. I was just interested to see where LSU would stack up if they were able to win over South Carolina. I don't think it's the game day that everybody thought it would be. Whenever you looked at this before the year, it felt like, oh, this could be one of the best games. Like two of the best teams in the country could be an undefeated matchup. It's not. It's none of those. Or two of the best quarterbacks in the country. Still, I think you can put some stock into Sellers.
Oh, 100%.
But I think people are pretty off of Nuss at the moment. They're not on the bus.
Of course not.
But if you look around, it's Georgia at Auburn, Florida at Texas A&M. That's interesting now. Oklahoma at Texas, Arkansas at Tennessee, Indiana at Oregon. And that's the seventh team. That's the seventh-ranked team in the country versus the number 3 team in the country. Oklahoma's the 6th-ranked team in the country against an unranked Texas team now. Arkansas goes to number 12 Tennessee. Like you can see, Florida at Texas A&M, number 5 in the country, and now it feels like that has a little bit more juice because
of where Florida's at,
of what Florida just did. And then you have number 1 Ohio State at 17 Illinois, and number 8 Alabama at number 14 Missouri. And so LSU could find itself right back in the mix as it's number 11. If somebody has to lose all of these football games, Alabama or Missouri, Ohio State or Illinois, like I just think that LSU could be right back in the mix, Indiana, Oregon, where they could see themselves. If they win and take care of business, you're by far not even close to out of it.
Right.
You've only lost one game.
No, and I'll ask you the question right now.
But it feels like you've played like dog shit.
Looking at Saturday, do you need more than just a win? Is just a win good enough?
Oh, I think
for you personally, Lloyd. Not.
Oh, okay.
Just in general, you're.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Like that ideology of a win's a win.
Right.
I understand that, like I said, somebody has to win and somebody has to lose, but it's how you look doing it. Like if LSU looks different in a loss, but they put up 350 yards in the air and it looked like he hit some deep shots and you were able to run the football, like in that world, I don't see how LSU loses.
Right.
But if it's the same thing that you did against Florida where it's like, damn, your defense is just dominant, but you can't get anything going offensively, same old song and dance. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Can you win a national championship like that? No. I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think they don't have enough, and that's where Georgia probably feels the same way. If they don't get a run game going, they're like, we don't have Gunnar Stockton's not going to get this done. But he's made one big throw when he had to on a 4th and 6, and it's the best throw of his life.
Well, and on top of that, and when I was going through the rundown of the games, people in the chat were, when you look at Bama and what has brought them some life when they needed it, is Ty Simpson using his legs, not just to tuck and run. But to even extend plays and create plays. Like, he looked very good on Saturday. Stockton will tuck it and run. Pavia runs. Marcel Reed for A&M, a runner. And Sellers, who you see on Saturday. Where is he the most dangerous?
On the run.
On the run.
And if he's not going to do that, I mean, even Ty Simpson, I'm sure these are sack adjusted, but he's averaging 2 yards a carry, but it looks different than that, right?
Right. It's the willingness.
Well, yeah, but
as a defense, you have to account for it. And for LSU, the defenses don't. And you run an offense where you almost need them to. You know, that's where the disconnect comes from. Where if one of those things just adjusted, if you changed your offensive identity to not expect your quarterback to run, or your quarterback ran, one of those two has changed because you run an offense for a mobile quarterback without a mobile quarterback.
Right, and now he's at the position of I can't put myself in harm's way because I don't want to get hit again.
Right.
And then it's also, I never really actually did this. And you don't have a run game. But you also don't have you don't have an offense.
No, at all. And that's what we've said since week 1.
Well, no, I think after week 1 it was people looked at,
I guess maybe week 2.
Yeah, people looked at it a little differently because, like, oh, you can play this style of football and win if Nuss is going to be this surgical quarterback where he's making every right decision, he's making every right check. And I still don't understand what BK was talking about, getting them into run fits or out of run fits that didn't have the numbers against Ole Miss, where it's just, I don't know if you need to check out of that. I don't know. I mean, I understand how leverage works and having this many this many people on this side of the ball, this many people on the other side of the ball. I don't know if you could, like, just
hand it off.
You could flip the formation and run it to where there are numbers, because there's only
run counter, run power.
Yeah, they don't have anything built in for that.
Right. All they have is zone read, motion to pistol, hand it off. And it's just not good enough. BD, Nuss throw was in triple coverage. Don't have anything to do with him hurt or throwing.
No, and that's where people are. That's where people are in the camp of.
I agree. Like, he makes stupid throws and bad mistakes. You still that throw against Ole Miss. If he can make the one to Chris Hilton, you win regardless of the interceptions. 2024 Nuss, you're sitting at 5-0 right now.
Yep.
Right. Like, I agree that Nussmeier still makes stupid throws. And it's frustrating because he's a fifth-year quarterback that sat behind a Heisman winner and could have put in the work this offseason to get the mental aspect of the game down. He makes bad decisions, yes. With this defense and the playmakers on your offense, if he's healthy, he could cover up those blemishes. Max Hole, when he's healthy, he makes up for the dumb throws. That's where I sit right now. Would it be nice to have a quarterback that's Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow and doesn't throw it to the other team? Yeah. But the problem with Nussmeier right now is that he can't make up for those things because physically he's handcuffed. And your offense has done nothing to alleviate that. Because all the pressure is still on his shoulders, even though he can't carry it.
He's handcuffed and cuffed. And the other way.
There you go.
The bad way.
The bad way?
Wrong ring.
Wrong ring.
Wrong ring.
I would rather him have a ring pop than that ring.
A cock ring.
maybe not a cock ring, but cock ring against the Gamecocks would work.
There
well.
you go.
Cocktober.
It's Cocktober.
And it's crazy sitting here this week, looking at this month, and how important it kind of is. Like, how on a level of 1 to 10, you guys in chat, 10 being extremely important, 1 being not that important, how important it is to go 3-0 in October for LSU right now, where they currently sit.
You don't have any. What's in October? It's the Gamecocks.
Gamecocks, Commodores, Aggies.
Yeah, I mean,
you could lose.
You
one.
would have set yourself. Yeah, but I think that people are now, after seeing all of LSU, got to sit back and watch Alabama play football against Vanderbilt, and they all go, okay, they're on the schedule. Both of them are. I think that Alabama football game became that much more important. We're like, all right, if you're going to drop one, you can lose to that Alabama team.
I think they can lose one and then lose one in November and get in. That's
you think they can get in at 9-3?
I think based on last year's playoffs being what they were, I think there's going to be some 3-loss SEC teams in there.
And I think when you look at this week and the losses you saw, and the parity that has grown in the sport, I feel, because this is the parity we've kind of talked about. The parity that I feel has grown. Maybe there's more hope to get in as a 3-loss team.
Yeah.
I just think it's so important in this.
I think it's like it's 7
October month. It's just so it's so important because then you go into November where you've got 4 games. There's no bye weeks.
I think with this LSU team, it's like an 8 or 9 probably.
Well, because this is the thing where we just got off a bye week. The next bye week is what, November 1st.
Yeah,
is your next open date, and so you want to get to that one undefeated, with the ability to go into Alabama, Arkansas, Western Kentucky, Oklahoma, being able to lose one of those games when. Really, it comes down to losing out of Bama and Oklahoma, who are number 8 and number 6, respectively. A&M's number 5, Vanderbilt's number 20. You've got a gauntlet ahead, but if you can get through October 3-0, I would put it at a 9 of importance to get through October 3-0. With South Carolina, Vandy, and A&M on the list. So we've rolled into 8:30 a.m. this morning. We will take a quick break here. Don't forget, every single day we are brought to you by CAS Roofing and Advising. You see the beautiful folder here to my right. I guess with you looking at it, it's to my left. Shout out to our guy Pierce Patterson, 225-910-0619. He helps bring you our show every single morning, and he does great work as well. If you've got a missing shingle, you got grit in your driveway, or if you just have a leak in the house, or you just want a roof inspection because your roof is 10 years or older, Call 225-910-0619. Pierce Patterson will roll right over, hop on your roof, let you know what the deal is. If you're good, he'll let you know that. If you're not, he'll let you know, and he'll help you with the process from then on out. 225-910-0619. We'll be right back after this.
Me?
Experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granning at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez. Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff, where everyone is family.
It's Tingle Co. Friday from 7 to 9. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Kairen Lacy. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle Co. From 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9. It's Tingle Co. It's Tingle Co. From 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9. It's Tingle Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta put them to the chat and shout out to them. They're trying to ball like big folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday from 7 to 9. When you see that notification, we have to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Kairen Lacy. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle Co. From 7 to 9. Come keep with the show.
Ready.
Yep. All right. Welcome back here as we're closing out hour number 2. Sorry for the long break. We had to get the stuff straight with the stream, and we should be good to go here to close it out this morning. We appreciate you guys, all that you mean to us. Like we said, we're going to continue to work on getting this studio straight, making it look pretty, and also going to work through any technical issues we may have. Let us know how the picture, how the audio, all of those things worked this morning, so we know if there's anything we need to get straightened out as the week goes on. Chef 22504, Nuss gets truly healthy and BK takes play calling. We go 7-0. Cheddar Goblin will beat Vandy and lose to Bama and OU. John, I have a tough time believing we beat Vandy, Bama, or OU. I think we are going to get outman on the O-line against Vandy. That one's going to be an interesting one. So, Jawan Hearns, we will not see anything different this weekend, so please don't expect it. Brian is the true definition of insanity, doing the same thing and hoping for different results. Look, I think that's the tough part of the conversation, and I'm not saying what's expected, but I feel like most people probably feel similarly to Jawan. It needs to be a lot of things improved. So, like we said, we're going to continue to work on this room. Carl, video good, audio good. Thank you very much.
Would you rather have Brian Kelly or James Franklin?
Is that not the same person? No, I don't know. That's a tough one.
James Franklin.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually?
I mean, like, I don't know.
Chat, weigh in.
I need to be a Penn State fan to pick the other one, I guess. That's really how I'm feeling.
What do you mean?
Like, I would have to be.
He would take.
I would take Brian Kelly only if I was a Penn State
He's
fan.
a grass is greener guy.
Yeah.
The grass is greener. So if you were at Penn State, the grass would be greener wanting Brian Kelly.
They'd probably want Brian Kelly.
At LSU, the grass is greener wanting James Franklin.
Exactly. How is my phone at your feet?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But I'm going to look through it.
Interesting. Yeah, don't do that.
It's Cocktober.
I don't know. It is. So don't look through Christian's phone. Don't mess with any wires, Christian. We've had too many issues already.
Have we had any issues today?
The stream dropped while you were in the restroom.
How?
I have no idea.
Christian?
Yeah, I know. I didn't even say that.
But what we can do is we can connect athletically this morning. The first athletic connections in the new digs in the Southern Regional Medical Center studio. Shout out to our guys Charles Harvey and Jason Ramazan. Kevin Harvey as well, helping us get everything rock and rolling. BJ, the rest of the team they got over here at Southern Regional, they are the best, and we are very, very glad to be to have them as our studio sponsors and to be in this very, very good-looking room that's only going to look better.
We got a TV? We have 2 TVs, 3 TVs. We have 3 TVs.
We have 3 TVs.
Big ball, 7.5.
None of them are on. They're all off.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
Because
you can see the reflection.
I saw that. I didn't know if you cared or not.
It would be great for a watch party. Got the game right here.
It's true.
Check it out on the back.
I mean, nothing beats golf suites, though.
Patrick Peterson's jersey, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's a time, I guess 2 years ago, would have break in case of emergency.
Yeah.
Could have used that.
Yeah, no, I mean,
You're good now.
A year ago, last year, break in case of emergency. Shout out to Pat Pete. How about those Saints? Let's talk about that a little bit. How about the Saints yesterday? Christian, how did you feel?
Fun game to watch. Down early. I missed that part, actually. I got to miss the early 14-3 lead the Giants had.
Football.
So I watched some good. Like,
You were good luck.
it was the same last week too, because I missed the end of the Buffalo game. So I watched the Saints play well against Buffalo, and then they ended up losing. I missed that.
It sounds like you just need to watch the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be you.
Yeah, you're bringing good karma for New Orleans.
Yeah, that was fun to watch.
Yeah, it
Spencer
was.
Rattler looked good again.
How about that throw to Shaheed? That was...
Yeah, well, he also looked better than Jackson Dart, which I went into that game looking like, all right, well, let's compare the 2 quarterbacks.
Right.
And sure enough, I mean, Spencer Rattler looked miles ahead of Jackson Dart, as he should be. He has been in the league for
And
a
actually
year longer.
Right.
So,
And the defense, was opportunistic. What, 5 turnovers?
Taysom Hill played to play.
This is
did?
this feels like a championship level defense. The problem is obviously.
Well, but it hasn't, and that's part of the issue. Was like in the Seattle game, they looked like Swiss cheese,
Right.
and like a hot knife through butter.
It's weird because I think it's the age that kind of gets to this defense a little bit. Like some games
Yeah,
they're
they're
on
old.
it, and then other games it's like, wow, these dudes are.
I'm sore.
Old.
I'm hurting.
Unk.
Yeah, but like Cam Jordan was flying around. Like if you look at
Yeah.
the Jordan Howden scoop and score, Cam is step for step with Jackson Dart. Like,
And Cam
talking
picked up
trash.
wasn't Cam the one who picked up the fumble that Jackson Dart dropped? He just let go of the
he
ball.
recovered it.
Cam picked that one up.
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, that's typical Cam Jordan, though.
And they play the and the worst part is this coming weekend will be the Patriots they face.
Yeah.
And Drake May looked outstanding last
Yeah,
night.
but that Bills defense is weak. I mean, even the Saints got to him a little bit. The Bills defense is. We'll see. I think the Patriots are a good team. Will Campbell and all them, but
No, to me it's Drake May. I mean, May looked awesome last night.
Diggs looks good too.
He did look good last night.
The Patriots are worrying,
and for Diggs, that was a little bit of a revenge game.
Yeah.
There's not going to be as much emotion for Stephon against the Saints the way it was against the Bills. But
well, he loves playing the Saints also.
he does. Yep, Diggs sideline touchdown.
The Minnesota Miracle.
Disgusting.
How come I guess they just don't care that he was dealing drugs on a boat.
Whatever he was doing, and now Cardi B's pregnant.
That's disgusting. That's like genuinely gross.
But
That kid will be fine.
yeah. I mean,
Not a lot of ego in that room. That's crazy.
Taken care of. But
Kid's gonna be talented.
I
at
thought
something.
Drake May looked good, and that's obviously the Saints will face next. We'll ask you about the Pelicans. You were getting ready to give them your soapbox about the Pels.
I'm excited.
Are you drinking the Kool-Aid? Because
I do it every year, but I actually went into this year saying I'm not going to do it. And then the Zion picture comes out, obviously, that everyone has seen at this point. And it's like, I'm slurping it all the way up.
Oh, God.
No pause, full Diddy. But no, Zion looks great. And then it is weird, though, that they're playing in Australia. Like, they're playing in their uniforms, playing full games in Australia.
It's preseason.
It's like,
that's
the
just
Pels
it.
have never done this. They've only
Other
played
teams have.
but they've only played preseason games against other NBA teams. Right. So it's a bit strange to me. I'm not. I mean, are you watching the games? I just see the highlights.
I watch the highlights.
Yeah,
Trey Murphy looks really good.
I'm not paying for the games.
Made a little bit of a jump.
Yeah,
but yeah, Max. I was sitting with my younger brother on the couch yesterday.
Slurping it all up.
No, and he was talking about the Pels, and he was like, he dove headfirst into the Kool-Aid. Like he was like, "Oh, they're gonna be really good."
See,
I was like, that's your youth showing.
See,
a little bit.
yeah, no,
you
he's
haven't
growing
gone
up.
Through it. I was like, you haven't gone through it yet. You're about to get started.
No, and in a sense, he's growing up in the sense that he wants to be a Pels fan now.
Of course.
Like when you get older, you want to be a Pels fan.
And
so he's growing up. Because I did the same
just
thing.
Get ready. I said it happens every year.
I did it,
but I truly hope that they are competitive this year. They're never going to be a championship team,
right,
and that's not what I expect. But you at least put a product on the floor that people want to buy tickets to go watch.
Right.
And right now, it feels like the team is like Jordan Poole looked good. Trey Murphy looks like he's taken another leap. If Zion can stay healthy, they've got pieces. It's just that's the health. That's your quarterback.
Well, and they've
Garrett Nussmeier.
restructured the entire team and have had a full offseason to kind of acclimate these new additions and these losses they've taken in Brandon Ingram. Right. So I'm interested to see how does this team look in the first game with an offseason under their belts with Jordan Poole. DeJounte won't be back, but then eventually DeJounte, Sadiq Bey, Kevon Looney, and then Messi. I mean, Messi's jump could be pretty big.
Make a jump.
Who'd they draft?
This year? The kid from Xavier.
No, they drafted
Georgetown,
the kid from Oklahoma, and the kid from Maryland.
Yeah, and then Georgetown.
Spears.
Yeah, Fears and Queen.
Fears.
And Queen, I think, is got a little banged up at the end of summer league.
Yeah,
but Fears, he's going to be coming off the bench, but that's going to be like his role is going to be like that spark plug, high energy.
Hopefully not right away. I'm worried about. I think a lot of fans are putting a lot of pressure on him, but what people don't understand is Fears is probably I think he's the youngest guy in that whole draft class.
And he's undersized.
And he played like it last year at Oklahoma. Right. So I'm not expecting him to do anything this first year at all. I honestly hope he's in between I hope he's even on the team for the majority of the year. I don't think he's gonna be a lot like Trey Murphy where he's gonna going to be going back and forth from Birmingham to New Orleans, Birmingham to New Orleans, and
I
I'm
would
fine with that.
Yeah, because for Trey, it's obviously worked out
Right.
1,000%. And I think Queen will be a nice piece. Ultimately when he's healthy.
Hopefully,
he'll stretch the court a little bit. He'll be kind of a change of pace from Looney and Messi.
he feels like a boogie a little bit. He feels
Right.
like a more of an offensive big,
He is.
and he's got like a soft. He's not soft around the basket,
got
but
a
he's
soft touch.
He's got that soft touch to it, like that soft Jokic kind
Well,
of touch.
he's like a guard.
Yeah.
That's who he probably grew up as a guard. I think he played at Montverde on that
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, so we know he can get buckets if he was on Montverde
and he played good for
Maryland
as
yeah,
well.
he was a baller in the tournament.
So we'll see. They put a lot of stock into those young guys, but they have the team to be competitive. It just really is like the Pelicans every year. Can you stay healthy? Can these guys play
and my biggest
basketball?
concern this year is coaching. I mean, Willie Green is still your head coach. I mean, we saw last year he was not fit to be a head coach at all in the NBA.
And I think him and the Borrego dynamic
So-
will be interesting to watch once again.
Well, in Borrego, I'm shocked he's still on the
That's
team
what I'm
as
saying.
a coach.
I can't believe he's still an assistant and not a head guy somewhere.
It feels a lot like the Brian Kelly, Blake Baker situation. Like, let's fire this guy and promote this guy. Because who wouldn't want to see Blake Baker as your head coach? Well, it's the same thing with the Pelicans and their assistant head coach with James Borrego. Like, this guy needs to be a head coach. I don't know why he's not. The Pelicans have struggled too long offensively.
Right, and I think a lot of that's just because Green won't give Borrego the opportunity. Andrew Messina, we've had enough Pels talk this morning for an entire year.
Fair enough.
Well, yeah, we've made up for lost time. Getting ready for basketball season, obviously.
Look, don't come asking us to talk about the Pels when they're 15-0 to start the season, all right? Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. One of these years it will happen.
That would be nice. It would be nice to act like, because they never get off to a good start.
No, I mean,
and besides that year before, after when Zion did the freaking windmill 3-6 against the Suns, and it was awesome. Then he got hurt.
They're the one seed. Then Zion got hurt. That's right.
But like the best season they've had, what was that? 22. When
they started 0-1.
They started like 0-20, and then went on this crazy run, and they traded for CJ, and it was awesome.
All right, just do the opposite now.
Let's connect athletically this morning.
Oh, we can't see it.
I've got it. I pulled it up on my laptop to look at it, so that I can. If you want to come sit next to me here this morning, Lloyd, just let us know when you got it pulled up.
I got it pulled up over here, boys.
Perfect. Let's see. Starters, first string, regulars, A-team. Lloyd, do you agree? Disagree?
Regulars, A-team. Yeah, it's like the A-team.
And then for Atlanta, it would be the Dream, the Falcons, the Hawks, and the Atlanta Yellow Jackets. Yeah. And then we've got
Net. Force out. Tap out. Quick out. Knockout.
Ball out.
Ball out.
Sand. 2-team sand ball net. What are these?
Volleyball.
Tennis. Beach volleyball. There you go. Needs. You need a ball. You need net. You need sand. And you need 2 teams. And then what we need to do? We need to go 13 for 13 this morning.
That's right. Start the week off.
Our daily dozen. Start the new studio off right here at our Southern Regional Medical Center studios.
We're all of a sudden smarter.
Somebody said that this is too many moves. This is Tingle Co's first move.
That's right.
This is Tingle Co.'s first move.
Yeah, what are y'all talking about?
What are we talking about? This is move number 1, and hopefully it's the last one.
It is crazy though, just in
It is.
totality.
Oh, Aubrey Plaza is the mashup.
Oh, it's funny. It just sounds like you're a pervert. 'Cause it's not up. Oh, Aubrey Plaza.
No, the mashup is Aubrey Plaza. I do not know who the man is though. He's got great hair.
It does.
Looks like my ex's dad.
That's probably who it is.
Good guess. Who is this man? Sean Penn.
It is. Damn, not
It
Sean
is.
Penn.
That's not your ex's dad.
You would not have broken up with her.
Wrong one.
Yeah.
Other one.
So Aubrey Plaza and Sean Penn. Nice.
Your other girlfriend was bald?
You're cool.
Not what I said.
Since 2000, this.
Hold on.
Sorry. This is really thrown off.
Sean Penn, Aubrey, Allah.
Gage Evans. Who's the toddler next to Noah?
Got you, fucker. Since 2000, this AFC North team has had more regular season ties than any other NFL franchise.
The AFC North is Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns. It feels like it'd probably be the Browns, huh? Because they don't win. Maybe the Steelers? I feel like the Steelers have been good since 2000, though. Cincinnati, the Bengals. Interesting. So, Brian, that's what BB says.
All right. It's good enough for me.
BB.
After winning a World Series with the Marlins in 1997, this Padres pitcher outdueled Randy Johnson in Game 1 of the 1998 ALDS by throwing 16 strikeouts.
Padres pitcher against Randy. This would be you answer, Lloyd. I'm a tad bit lost.
Kevin Brown. Then he got traded to the Yankees.
The Yanks. Yankees got throttled by the Blue Jays.
Twice.
Yeesh. 2024 Summer Olympics.
You know this. We just watched.
France got silver. It was Serbia.
Yeah.
They beat. Yeah. Serbia came in. Yeah. Serbia got bronze.
Who got the gold?
That would be the Avengers.
The American team. Based on this 2020 U.S. Census, the top two most populated U.S. cities to begin with the vowel are Austin and Alexandria.
Start with a vowel.
A-E-I-O-U. Atlanta?
Yeah, Atlanta. Yeah, that sounds right. Indy, Brian Burgess says.
A-E-I, Indiana? Indianapolis?
Indianapolis.
500 people. Wow, I didn't know it was so popular.
Wow. Shout out. That was right?
Mm-hmm.
In 1997.
Gatorade, huh? Glacier Freeze?
Glacier Freeze is definitely Gatorade. Alpine Snow and Whitewater Splash. I have
missed those.
Never had. You've had those?
Oh, God. Nick Swartzen. No, Nick. What? A friend of Adam Sandler, the stand-up comedian, had a recurring role as a gay prostitute, Terry Bernardino, on Reno 911.
Yeah, it's Swartzen.
Yeah. He's hilarious in that role.
He's hilarious in almost every role he's in. Adapted from a cyberpunk anime.
People got mad at this. She wears an interesting outfit, but they thought she should have been Asian, not Scarlett Johansson, which makes sense.
Right? I haven't seen this.
Ghost or something like that? Does anybody know?
Chat?
Ghost in the Shell, see?
Ghost in the Shell.
Bees in the Trap.
Brian. Life is a Highway.
I Want It My Way.
This was my favorite song growing up. I loved cars.
Who's your favorite?
Who's my favorite car?
Mm-hmm.
Tow Mater.
Of course. Have you ever heard Ron talk about that?
About cars?
Not all Ron. Who's what's his name? You might be redneck. Fucking fat guy with a fishing hook in his hat.
Oh,
Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, Larry the Cable Guy.
He gets extremely emotional when he talks
about Tow Mater.
Uh-huh.
Because it was a legendary role.
Right. Well, and I'm sure it changed his life going play.
Probably. I mean, he's probably still getting those residuals.
He is, but
doing just fine.
It's like he spun it to like the impact it's made on his family and kids all over, and being able to be in a Disney movie. It was like a lifelong dream. I was like, I doubt that. But
that's not your lifelong dream.
I don't think it was. Larry the Cable Guy. It's like, you know what I want to be is in Disney.
What do you think his lifelong dream was?
Fishing. And telling
fishing,
what's his
loving every day.
What's
that's
his
a prayer that a country boy prays.
What's his tagline? You might be a redneck. Is that him?
Oh, his tagline.
That was his dream. He did it.
That was his dream. He did it.
He gets to go play golf all the time.
Yeah, I mean, because he's a tomater.
Yeah, he is. Ron Tater Salad White.
I can't believe, why'd you call him Ron?
Ron.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Damn.
Get her done.
And that's what,
That's it. Larry the
Get
Kill
Gordon, get her done. She should dress up like him.
No way.
And do the commercial. We should wear the hat with the fishing hook in it.
8-8.
Cut off. Yeah.
That was, you were thinking of Jeff Foxworthy.
Get her done.
But they used to do that special with the different comedians.
Yeah, Ron Tater Salad White. I was drunk in private. You threw me in public.
We really do need to put something up behind you.
Yeah.
It's jarring looking at you when you flip the camera to yourself. Feels like it's a collect call from Southern Regional Medical Center Studios.
Would you accept the charge?
Tingle Co.
Would you go? Let me go.
Dude, have you seen the AI videos? They've
Yes!
AI hawking into like.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
It's so wrong.
He's
It's
great
so
at
bad,
it.
Man. It's
Sometimes
so
he
bad.
lands the trick, sometimes he doesn't. That's the bit.
Blue collar comedy. That's what it was. I remember watching that as a young boy.
Is he still alive?
Who?
Steve.
I don't believe.
Steve Irwin.
No.
No, he's not.
He's not.
His son is doing Dancing with the Stars, though.
He is.
I saw that.
Apparently, he's the talk of the town. Robert Irwin is.
Until he dies.
Oh my God.
Like his dad.
Legacy.
Christian,
What?
Lord have mercy.
Sorry.
LC, make your background a green screen or something. That would be
good.
that would be dangerous.
Lloyd pops in every time you're talking.
He just put his face like right here in the corner of my screen, like he's reacting to the show.
This would be my background.
What would be? I can't see it.
We're a
yet.
little on center,
I'm a tad
actually.
bit
No, you need to move
scared.
to your left. No, like
I would just have this on loop.
I think Pat Pete might need to move to the right, or to the left, actually.
You pulled the video up. Oh
That would be my background. Fucking awesome. It's so funny.
So
He would if he could.
AI is unbelievably. It's taken over
Would he feel anything?
TikTok.
I'm being serious.
We don't need to have this conversation.
Okay, well, Alpha.
Wait, if the guy in the wheelchair crashed like that, yeah, I'd feel something. Yeah, that would hurt.
You'd think. Well, I
But
don't know.
We appreciate you guys
Like
joining
you
us
feel
this
the
morning.
force. You feel like the
Oh,
force. of
the
it.
force.
Right.
May the force be with you.
Right. We
Like,
appreciate.
Sorry. You close out. We can talk about this after.
Yeah, we can. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us this morning here at Tingle Co. in the new digs. Shout out to Southern Regional Medical Center as we are in the SRMC studios this morning. Good show. Like
Great
we
show.
said, as the week goes on, we'll hopefully get something behind Lloyd, fill this wall out, and have this thing rocking and rolling. We appreciate all of you and all of our sponsors, AJ Sports Cards, CAS, All About Inflatable / All About Holiday Lighting, and Tom Granning over there with Go Mart and Wardo's Po' Boys at Natchez, Mississippi. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 to 9 a.m.